Hey everyone, Sonya Paz with Sonya Paz Art and Design, and I'm hoping, I'm hoping it says I'm live. So I'm just going to do a test because I redid all the settings on my streaming software. So, but welcome to the True Confessions of a Working Artist. We are here Monday, the 2nd of August, if you can believe it's August already, and it's 11 a.m. California time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Atlantic Time. What do you want to call it? I just want to make sure we are live. Oh, I am live. Yay. So hopefully this is streaming to YouTube as well. But anyway, if you are tuning in, thank you all so much for following me here and joining me. So here's the deal. I get asked a lot of questions, and I get asked questions on a variety of topics. And I don't want to just go on live. I want to make this organized. Okay, here's my ADD. And this is what this segment today is about, is Sonya and her ADD and how I manage all of my work stuff, all of my projects with having ADD. From the criticisms that I received as a small child, you know, that my mother would hear, what's wrong with Sonya, to how I manage my workday. So what I want to do with this True Confessions thing is that I've had this YouTube channel on for years. I've had a YouTube channel for years under Sonya Paz Studio, Sonya Paz Art and Design. No, it's what is it here? Sonya Paz on YouTube. Okay, yeah. So I've had that with the intent that I was going to, you know, show me creating art, me showing events, and all of these different things. But sometimes when you have ADD, you get motivated by the littlest things, and then you get imposter syndrome, or you get totally backtracked with other stuff. And so the YouTube channel, I guess, in my mind, I thought it was too late to do. I thought, you know, there's so much art stuff out there, so many amazing artists showing what they're doing, telling their stories, and all that good stuff. And I thought, well, it's all, you know, it's oversaturated. And besides, nobody wants to hear all my stuff. But in communicating with folks like you, people do want to hear it. They want to know that, you know, I'm not perfect. I bleed red just like everyone else. You know, and I wear a lot of hats, and part of that is just being, you know, ADD. I don't think I'm ADHD, but I am definitely ADD. When I was a kid, they called it hyperactivity. And I mean, I was all over the place and had trouble focusing. So I managed to keep myself in check by writing myself lots of notes and using my notebook to its fullest potential. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that today, is that in my first chapter of this cool, I want to think that this is a cool thing, True Confessions of a Working Artist. You know, I don't want to call it True Confessions of an Artist because, you know, I don't know, just thought working artist was kind of what it is. I work a lot. I'm constantly busy. I try not to be behind, but it's, you know, one of those things that, you know, you get busy and you get behind. So anyway, I just thought I'd break it down into the real life of what it is that I do. And so today's segment is all about Sonya and her ADD. So I always refer to my ADD as creative multitasking, which means that I work unlike your average person. My work day is a mishmash of projects and tasks, ideas, procrastination, running errands, taking very little self-care time, and amongst a bunch of other little chaos type things. And it's almost like you take all of these ingredients and you take it and put it in a plastic bag, tie the top off, and shake the bag. And then what you have is this, you know, you have all this ingredients kind of scattered all over. But if you take those ingredients, you add a little bit of maybe milk, some egg, you pop it in the oven, you end up with maybe a really beautiful cake. So that is kind of how I work. And let me tell you this, and this is going to probably hurt your brain for just a moment, but I get up, I typically go right to the computer. I wake up and I lay in bed and I Instagram for maybe half an hour. Then my son will send me some crazy TikToks that I'll watch for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. And I have to really be careful because TikTok it's fun and it's informational, but it will suck your brain out of your head like that. And before you know it, it's 10:30 and I'm thinking, crap, I didn't get anything done and there's so much going on. So I really have to curb that social media time. So I do like to get my postings done in the morning, or if many of you've seen some of my postings, they'll be at, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 in the morning when I don't sleep. But on the most part, I really try to, I'm really working hard to, especially since COVID, to be more on schedule. So my mornings consist of, I get up, I do some of that social media stuff while I'm kind of laying in bed. I like to get a shower first thing in the morning. I don't drink coffee anymore, and I'll talk a little bit about that. But I like to just get in the shower, and that wakes me up. It wakes me up. It gets those positive ions or whatever going. So you know you're creative. I can think better, and I'm awake. So then I feel refreshed, like I can really start my day. Oh, that and brushing my teeth and taking a shower. Those are the two things that will get me completely awake and ready to rock and roll. Every day as an artist is different. Today is going to be massive email and updating websites and things like that day. Tuesdays I drive to San Jose and I do family stuff there. And then, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, I might have a Vino paint event, but when I'm not doing that, I'm always on the computer and it's always updating something. So I'll do all my stuff today. And, but here's where it gets really crazy. When I tell people this, they get completely blown away. And I'm going to switch here a second. I've got, I have 2 people watching. I'm on Restream right now, and I don't know how to see the comments. So mute, default cam at private chat. I don't want to click this box because I don't know what's going to happen. I thought that I was going to be able to do this through Ecamm Live, but it looks like I'm not. I don't want to chance it, but I'll do a sample one later. But I didn't want to do it on this scheduled thing today. So if you are tuning in, just pop me a line here. I'll check on my phone to see if anyone's, doing anything here. Oh, all right. And here I am repeating myself. All right, and I don't want to see myself doing that. I'm just gonna mute it right now. Anyway, okay. So I get up, do my shower, do the teeth, and then I start with email, and then I stop doing email. I think, okay, I'm hungry. I go downstairs, I make something to eat. I dawdle. I go water the plants in the backyard. I think about all the things I got to do today. I come back into my office and finish that email. Open up the Vino Paint website, update things there. Open up the sonyapaz.com website, do some stuff there. Realize that I have a dirty dish on my desk that I don't want any dirty plates on my desk. So I go downstairs and I wash the plate. I talk to my husband for a minute. We chit chat about something. I go check the mail. I come back. I start working on the computer again. And then I realize, oh, shoot, I didn't get that photo. I didn't get that painting photograph for the website. So I go downstairs. I do that. This is my day. Upstairs, downstairs, inside, outside, on the computer, at the easel, working on designs, doing some iPad stuff, checking messages on Facebook, following up, shipping, adding labels, entering orders, updating QuickBook, not updating QuickBook, communicating with anybody who's trying to reach me, answering messages, answering more email, answering texts on not only Vino Paint, but Sonya Paz Art and Design, my personal Facebook page. Yeah. So if that's not kind of stressing you out, to me, that's the norm. That's me managing my creative multitasking ADD-ness in its absolute glory. So, yeah. So how do I deal with it? I just do. I've gotten better. I mean, I have endless notebooks. I mean, I have a whole shelf full of notebooks. I'm a crazy note taker. I mean, I'm a crazy, crazy note taker where I get on the phone with someone, I write their name, I write the date, and I write the time before I even start taking notes. I keep things going. If it's something super, super important, I will write it on a Post-it and put it so it's in the way of my monitor, so there's no way that I can skirt around trying to get not see those tasks. Yeah. So I don't know if you, let's talk to you. Do you have ADD or do you have ADHD? How do you deal with it? What is your day like? Is that the norm to you? Because to me, this is the norm. And everyone who knows me knows that I appear scatterbrained, but trust me, everything inside is ticking like a well-oiled machine. And I know exactly where I need to be. I know what time I have to be there. I know what days I've got it, what days I have an event, what deadline I have for a commission or a project. I update websites for small businesses too. And because I teach people, I help people brand and small businesses, and it's certainly by client only. I'm not advertising that as much because I am pretty busy, but communicating with that. The amount of email I get on a daily basis is overwhelming. The amount of times that my phone rings here on a daily basis, from my extended warranty to donations and all that kind of stuff, it just, it's ongoing. So from the minute I'm up to the time that I stop working, and I don't want to say go to bed because I don't go to bed at any specific normal time. I'm on. And then I pretend that I'm watching a movie with my husband when I'm actually kind of doing some other work stuff. So I have to force myself to really chillax. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So like I mentioned, and I'm not trying to keep these, confession chats to any specific time frame, not less than 10 minutes, not more than 30 or anything. I just want to put things out there. I started thinking about this very, very seriously. Is, what do I want to share? I mean, none of the stuff that I do in my mind is a big, giant hidden secret. I'm pretty open, especially since I started, when, selling your artwork, you got to be really open and honest with your customers and build trust and stuff. So I have no hidden agenda. I have no, everything that I do comes pretty naturally to me. The marketing comes naturally. I don't have an MBA. I didn't go to college for marketing. I learned that as a small child, just trying to, even my first lemonade stand, I've got to have it look nicer. It's not so it's the product, but it's also the look and the feel and the attitude that you have when trying out this little 6-year-old kid's lemonade. Maybe it's 15 cents cut more than the little kids down the street, but my table was nicer and my presentation was nicer and my confidence was there. Well, actually not at 6, but worked on it. Took a long time to work on it, but getting it out there and just doing it is a large percentage of the task. So, and here I am talking, and now I forgot what I was going to say. Not an unusual thing. So, just taking each moment of things that I'm doing in my life and kind of putting it out there so people can get to know me. I'm not just out here to paint pretty bright paintings and make a sale. I feel very blessed and fortunate to have made tons and tons of friendships along the creative way of my journey, from from the lemonade stand to doing art and wine festivals in the early 2000s with my artwork, or late 90s, well, 99, 2000, 2001. That's when I started. I was still in high tech and doing art shows and open studios and that type of thing while working. And then in 2002, our group disbanded at Adobe, and I thought, well, do I try to make a commitment and do this for 6 months or not? So I did that, and then, got the canopy and the tents and the walls and everything to really start showcasing my work. And it was from the ground running. I barely took a day off between the time that I ended my work at Adobe and started with Sonya Paz as a brand. So, the confidence and everything that kind of comes with all of that, started when I was really selling the artwork. And the reception and the attitude of how amazing people felt looking at the artwork was pretty cool. But I'm going to talk about that kind of stuff in future episodes. I'm going to do this weekly. I really want to do this every Monday morning, because that's going to set my weekend off, or my week off, to, I feel, a really great positive start. There's so much stuff that I could talk about, and I will mention a little bit about other things that I want to talk about. I thought the ADD one was good because I think that I can relate to a lot of people. I think a lot of people appreciate knowing that, yeah, I got creative ways and crazy things that I do, and the methods, and maybe some rituals along the way. I've got some crazy rituals and things that I do when I create. Other things I want to talk about, maybe get into an episode of crazy things I've heard and wacky things people have said to me while owning my own gallery, or me selling my own work. That's a fun one. That's going to be a fun one. It's been a journey and a ride, and I have a lot to share. So I wanted to, like I said, keep this one to ADD, on just how I work, how I manage my calendar, how I, get through a lot of things, and how I've overcome the stigma, I guess, or the criticism of having ADD. And, bless my mom's heart for, trying to keep up with me all these years. But, when I was a kid, I was one of those out of control kids just running around. I wanted to do things my way. I didn't like certain subjects in school, so I would doodle on homework. I went to parochial school. I got my hands slapped a lot by a lot of nuns. I got, timeouts a lot because I wasn't paying attention. And about 2 years ago, when we moved my mom out, my parents out of, they moved and downsized. And in all of these hundreds of boxes of papers that they, oh shoot, I'm getting a, hold on, remind me later. I'm getting a, oh my God, hold on. Restream, hold on a second. Hold on. All right, sorry, I got a, speaking of Adobe, I got an Adobe Creative Cloud update thing, so I had to make that go away. Anyway, going through all these boxes of papers and stuff were a ton of report cards of my brother and myself. And I'm reading through these, I'm kind of going through them. I'm thinking, oh, just throw this away, throw this away, throw this away. And then I thought, let me see, what did they say? And the crazy common thread of what the criticisms were, and these are from a variety of different teachers over the period of different, semesters and grades, from, I would say like from 3rd grade to, 8th grade or whatever. Sonya's very creative, however, has trouble staying in her seat during class. And that was the same thing. Sonya tends to dawdle, Sonya, there's always something. And I remember getting in a lot of trouble. Why can't you sit still? Why can't you listen in class? Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? And the big giant answer is, I don't know. Because to me, it was normal. To me, everyone sitting and doing all their work maybe was a little strange. Who knows? So as a small kid, always have been told, Sonya, sit down. Sonya, go to your room. Sonya, stop talking. Sonya, um, you know, chill out, mellow out. Um, just kind of stuff. And I reflect on that, and I don't think it's all a bad thing. I think because here I am, and I will put it out there, 60 years old, turned 60. Shouldn't put that out there. I lied about my age for years. I'm forever 38 in my mind. But yeah, I hit 60 this year. And feel thankful that I have enough knowledge, enough suitcases of knowledge to be able to share information like this. But, here we are, 6 decades of, being told that I'm, oh my God, you're like the Energizer Bunny. You're ongoing. You're going, going, going. And you know what? Those are my batteries, and I can do what I want. This is my energy, and this is my way of doing things. And at the end of the day, everyone, I'm going to tell you, although I, multitask like a crazy lady, and I did, the reality is that is how I work. I have my desk of papers. I have my Post-its. I have, going upstairs, downstairs, inside, outside, email or painting. I mean, I'll be in the middle of an email and I'll go downstairs and just paint, draft something out for Vino paint, or doodle on a paper for something that of a creative idea or a course that I want to do. I'll put that down and I completely stop. So I'm kind of switching gears a lot, but that is the way I work. That is what motivates me. That's what keeps me going. And at the end of the day, and I don't want to say any bad words, but at the end of the day, I always get my stuff done every single day. I have a goal. I've got to do these 12 things. I think the average, I know I have 2 sons. They don't multitask like I do. They can maybe get 2 out of the 12. But if I'm not doing the 12, I might do the 14 things that I really, really, really got to do that are important, because I'm committed. I don't want to lose trust with customers. I don't want to lose trust with, my, friends and family. I mean, my plate is full, and I'm sandwiched between the oldest of the family and the youngest of the family. So I'm sandwiched in having to take care of my little granddaughter who's almost 2, and my mom who's just hit 90. So, it's always one thing or another, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So that is kind of it for today. I mean, I wanted to just talk about that, just throw that out there as, how do I deal with certain things, criticisms that I've got, criticisms that I still get to this day, but, but this is how I think of criticisms to this day. It's like, whatever, it's not, criticism is going to either can make you or break you. Certain things, most of the stuff, it's like, well, why can't you sit still, or, you didn't call me back. That, those are, I'm still here and I will call you, but I get my stuff done. So, and if you're encountering things like that, write me a note and tell me what your challenges are. And, I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to give anyone a solution to your ADD or to your, maybe you have creative multitasking too, but we're not broken. We just think differently. My younger son had dyslexia when he was younger, and he's 30 now, and 31 now, and he, he's overcome it and he's compensated for it. He's got a personality that's bigger than life. He can talk to anyone about anything, even a topic that he's not even familiar with. And he's pretty knowledgeable about a lot of things, but he'll at least stop, listen, and learn and be part of, a solution process. He's pretty amazing. And my older son, he's a musician, and he learned guitar, and he's pretty amazing too. But we all have ways that we've learned. We've all had our ADDs and all this kind of, thing, or, people have on spectrum for a variety of different things too. And, we're not all the same, but you know what? It's all good. It's all good. So hopefully, hopefully I'm hoping this restream made it to YouTube, because that's the whole thing, is I want to be able to multitask with help, because I usually do things the hard way. I'll record something on Facebook and then try to download the recording and then get it up on YouTube. And that also hindered my creativity on getting stuff processed onto YouTube. And I thought, I'm just going to throw this stuff out there. So on older things that you might find on the YouTube page are interviews from a long time ago, or some video that I had paid somebody to take of me doing art in the studio and that kind of thing. But, I'm doing a lot of this myself now, and with pivoting with live streaming, which I really, really love. I think this is a fantastic platform. I do not do well having a script in front of me or something that I have to narrate. So working off the cuff, just, you're on, boom. That's where I thrive better than to have any kind of teleprompter or another thing that I have to do. So I feel that live streaming allows you to really speak from the heart. You have a forum, you have a few minutes to be able to get your message across. And, that works good for me. So there we go. So that's it. That's it for today. Next week, I don't know yet what true confessions I will have. If there's things that you want to know, or things that you are interested to know about, let me know. My life as an artist is crazy. It's colorful. I've met some amazing people along the way. Awesome people. I've met, I've seen the journey of upcoming artists. I've seen, which is awesome. I love that. And then I've also worked with a lot of people, and I've met a lot of celebrities, and that's where I think these true confessions might be pretty fun, because it's been an amazing, it's going on 20 years full time. Next year will be, 2002. Yeah. Next year will be 20 years as a full-time artist. And although I've ridden the wave, did the journey, and committed to doing all kinds of crazy things, from moving from art and wine festivals to my own exclusive studio, to being at Santana Row, which is a fancy shopping center in San Jose, to having my own flagship store in Campbell, and then having my work represented in, I think at one point we had like 78 retailers across the United States that sold my, some retail stuff, and only a couple of really strong galleries that actually sold the fine art. But yeah, there's lots of content, lots of confessions, lots of truth that I can talk to you about. So, subscribe on my YouTube. That will get you to be able to hear, some other stuff. Hopefully not too ranty. I don't want to be, disgruntled retail artist lady. No, it's not going to be ranty. There might be some rants, whatever. But anyway, that's kind of it for today. And hopefully we will see you, and comment, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in, everyone. I really appreciate, for those, I see a few people that have popped in. And like I said, I'm trying to figure out the restream and my Ecamm Live. But so you might even see a few streams come through of testing. And, that's fine. You can chime in there or not. So have a good one, everyone. And we hope you're doing well. Talk to you later. Bye.